Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing Chat Spat, and I do have some things that I want to personally talk to you guys about, and something new that I want to do on Chat Spat in the next Chat Spat, and I'm hoping that you guys will be excited about it and jump on board as well for that. So if you guys want to see what we're going to be talking about today, then just sit tight and we'll get right into it. So first, a little update, and last week I only had 3 uploads. I was only going to do 2, and I really pushed hard to get 3 out for you guys, and that's what I used to always do, is just 3 a week. I like to do 5 a week, but at this point I'm just doing as much as I can. I did end up getting really sick. If you guys watched my Snapchat, you know I kind of quickly said I was really sick, and on Twitter, I have the worst sinus infection right now, and I had to drink so much coffee and like steam myself to be able to talk and not sound like a plugged up elephant. Like seriously, you guys, it's all a mess right here. And I have IBS, and that tends to flare up sometimes, and it flared up right on top of this. So I've been in bed the last 2 days, slowly dying, but I really wanted to come on here and make sure that I get some videos put out this week for you guys. So I'm really sorry if I sound cloggy and a hot mess, or I'm sweating because I'm already like starting to melt. I just don't feel the best, so I'm working on getting better, so thank you for your patience. On top of that, we are so close to hitting 10K, you guys. I have about 50 more subscribers until we do that giveaway video that I am so excited about. I will be adding more into that giveaway. I'm not sure if I'll show them or if I'm just going to have it like a little secret add-in to the winners. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. I might add it into the giveaway video. I'm not sure yet, but it is going really, really slow because I don't know if it's a YouTube glitch or I'm just losing a lot of subscribers, but it seems like I'm losing about 10 subscribers every time I upload. But then they slowly come back and then they slowly go away. So I'm not sure if it's a glitch because YouTube has been very, very glitchy lately, especially with people not being able to comment. The comment section is just like error, error, error. Like no one can comment. I can't even comment on the videos that I watch. And I've just noticed that views have gone down like a lot, and I mean it's happening to a lot of people, so I don't think that it's just me, but I don't really even know what my exact YouTube subscriber count is at this point. So if you guys want to help me get there, tell your friends, tell your family, tell them to subscribe so we can do this giveaway video, because you guys, I am so excited to start this. I'm so excited, so grateful for every single one of you. This has just been like my dream, is 10,000. I don't want to really shoot up into the whole YouTube famous thing because I'm just an introvert and a hermit and I just can't handle that. But I like the sound of 10,000. I think that 10,000 of you is very special. We have a little group of homies, we have a little group of friends, and we have a lot of fun here. So tell your friends, tell your family, and let's do this. Now, besides that, what I want to talk to you guys today is about what everybody was buzzing about last week and the week before. I'm not really sure. I'm always a little bit late because Chat Spat comes when it comes. And that is the whole YouTube's terms of services changing and the whole ad-friendly censorship that is going on in YouTube. And I've seen a lot of people that I watch personally. Some are like, you guys are not being censored. This is nothing new. Why are you worrying? You're blowing this up. And then there's other people who are saying this is a huge problem. We're being censored. Our rights are being taken away. We're all losing money. Run for the hills. YouTube is over. And so I wanted to come on here and tell you guys a little bit after the aftermath how I feel about this, if there's going to be any changes to my channel, to my content, and just in general, my opinion on this whole change. Now, honestly, when I first saw this, it was from Philip DeFranco, and I wigged out. He had me wigging out. I was like, oh my goodness, we can't do anything on our channels anymore. If we swear at all, we are doomed. People will turn us in. That algorithm robot will find us, and then we can't be monetized. And I was just really stressing out at first. And then I started seeing a lot of more videos come out, and I started seeing who was being actually hit with this and who wasn't. And I started to actually see what was going on, and to be honest, from my perspective on my channel, I really don't think that it's going to pertain to me too much unless I do something wrong here against these terms of services, which I guess are not new. The only thing that's new is the fact that they're actually letting us know when they demonetize our videos, which I don't know if I actually believe that, you guys, because people still check their stuff. They've always checked their stuff. I mean, it always went with a slash through the money sign if it was demonetized. I've actually had that happen to me a couple of times. I've had that happen to friends a couple of times. And while we couldn't get a hold of YouTube, because getting a hold of YouTube is impossible. Impossible. It's like trying to find the Wizard of Oz. Like, it's literally impossible. And so, you know, getting a hold of them to find out why your stuff was demonetized was impossible. So that is something that's new, that we'll actually get an email or a notification saying, hey, this is why this got taken off. And that's a good thing, I guess. And it does now give you the option to dispute it, so you may get your, you know, video monetized again, because it's not a human doing this, it's a robot, you guys. Literally a robot. So that makes me feel oh so good. And if you couldn't tell, that was sarcasm. I have no problem coming on here and publicly saying how pissed off I am at YouTube. I am very, very grateful for their platform. It has opened me up to a whole new world. But when it comes to creator versus YouTube, there's no respect there. There's no lines. There's no friendship. There's no trust. There's nothing. It is their platform. We don't pay to use it, so they can just do what they will with our channels, with our content, with their rules. And that is very, very unsettling to me, especially with the fact that they're doing these to bigger creators who make them a lot of money. Even small creators, us as a group as a whole, make them a ton of money. And it just feels like they can just toss us aside when they want. They can take our money when they want. They can do really unfair things to us and not be readily accessible to talk to. I mean, it just feels like we get screwed over a lot. Like, just out of the blue, they change things as they see fit, and we just have to go for the ride and hope for the best. And it makes it so YouTube, well, they allow us to make a career out of what we do. It's not a set career. It's nothing that anybody can actually grab and be like, this is mine, because in one day it can just be gone. You can't depend on YouTube. You can't depend on it as a career, even though they leave that door open for YouTubers to have just that, a career. In a lot of, I know so many creators who have quit their jobs and they are literally YouTube famous and they depend on this career, and YouTube knows that. They feed that because that makes them more money. And I feel like this is upsetting a lot of the people who have worked very hard to make YouTube what it is. And I mean, YouTube created a very great platform here, but us creators are really what keeps the money coming in, the people, the viewers. We make it what it is. And it just feels like they toss us around as they see fit, and there's no trust there. There's no trust that, you know, we've made you so much money that you're going to have our backs too. And I really don't feel like they do. At this point, I feel like they just do whatever they want that makes them the most money, that covers their ass the best, and they just keep going. And I feel like that's really disheartening, and it hurts. I mean, the smart thing to do at this point, because they've proven themselves enough to not be trusted, is to never depend on this career, always have other outlets, and many bigger creators have that. But what about the middle creators? The creators who are big enough to quit their jobs to make a living from what they do, but they're not big enough to have those other outlets of income coming in from the YouTube career, you know, selling merch or any of that. They're not big enough to be there yet, but they're big enough to actually consider YouTube a job. You know, what about those people? What about the people who are small but working their way up? You know, it's very upsetting in that sense. But a lot of people took this and ran with it, and I will admit that, saying that you can't swear, you know, you have to be like a Bible channel, you have to be a kids channel, and you really, really don't, you guys. You just have to follow those guidelines, and you have to jump through some hoops, which in this world, we should all be used to jumping through some hoops. Now, as you guys know, I swear a lot half the time. I don't even know what I'm swearing. That's the truth. I can admit I have a sailor mouth, and sometimes I get going on a topic or just, you know, feeling like I'm talking to my girlfriends through the camera, and it comes out. And so basically every single one of my videos, I swear to some extent in every video. I have not had a single one of my videos but one, and this was a while ago, not while this was going on, be demonetized, you guys. I haven't been touched, and my friends over on Guru Gospel made sure that they turned in at least 30 of my videos to flag them, and I still haven't been demonetized on any of my videos. And I even have some swearing in my titles. So that should go to show you that it's not directly you cannot swear. You can swear. You just can't be vulgar. You can't swear directly at somebody in a menacing, threatening, harassing way. You know, there are a lot of ways to get around things, and I think that the one thing that this is really going to hit a lot is drama channels, clickbait channels, you know, channels like Trisha Paytas, no shade, no hate, but the girl clickbaits like a son of a bitch, and we all know that, and that's gonna hit her hard, and other people like her that, you know, throw out the most insane vulgar titles to get you to click on them. That's gonna hit people like that. That's what the algorithm robot is gonna pick up. They're gonna be looking at your titles, and they're gonna be looking at your keywords, and they're gonna be looking at your tags. So you don't want to put in swear words in your tags, vulgar things in your tags, things like rape and killing in your tags, because it's not considered ad friendly. You know, you don't have to be Little Miss Poppins in order to be ad friendly here. There are ways around this, but you do have to do things a different way if you have a certain kind of channel. Now, is that censorship? I see both sides, you guys. I see that, you know, it's not really censorship because it's YouTube's platform. We're not paying to be here. They're not telling us that we can't speak freely. They're just trying to keep it ad friendly, I guess. But in another way, I do see it as censorship because of the fact that when YouTube started, it was all about making the content you wanted, no matter what it was, as long as it wasn't literally showing you murdering someone or animals, you know, the obvious things that shouldn't be on there, that you were open to make any kind of content that you wanted. And that was the basis of YouTube. And it doesn't seem like that is anymore. It seems like because YouTube wants those ads, that money from your channel, that you have to now have your channel's content how they want it. And to me, that is a form of censorship, because if I had listened to these people, if I had read the new terms of service, where when you read it, it does seem like they're saying you can't swear, I'd have to change who I was on camera. I want to be able to be myself, because that is who I am. I would have to cut things back. I'd have to cut things, and people still do. This is a huge problem. People have to cut out certain topics that they want to talk about. Beauty YouTubers can't make videos about acne anymore, you guys, because acne videos are getting hit, and I don't know why, but that seems to be a huge thing that's going on right now, is that all huge videos that have acne in the title are being demonetized. So obviously this robot is not doing its job, because I'm sorry, but they have ads for Proactive. Why is that not ad friendly for Proactive to be on an acne video? It doesn't make sense to me. There are flaws to this, and I do not think that it is correct. I do not think that it will last, because I think that it will upset too many of their bigger money makers. But I'd really like to see where this does go, and I think that a lot of people are misinterpreting exactly what this means, what the rules mean, because let's face it, YouTube has never been completely directly honest with what they do. You never get these broadcasts saying, hey, this is exactly what we're doing, this is exactly what it means, and this is how to contact us if you're having any problems. That does not happen, ever. So while I'm not exactly upset about this whole thing, I am a little weary. I am sitting back. I am watching what happens. If it gets too bad, I will move. I will do what I love somewhere else. And I hope that maybe in the future another platform does spring up that is a lot like YouTube, because I love YouTube and how it's built and how it's set up and what it was meant to be. But if they do something that's like YouTube, only, you know, actually keep the whole your content, do what you want, viewers come, that kind of stuff, I think I would move in a heartbeat, because I've honestly, in the 2 years being here, have lost a lot of trust for YouTube and a lot of love for YouTube. I don't think they're open enough. I don't think they're honest enough. I don't think they're upfront enough. They're clear enough. I don't think they set the creators up for anything but failure. And that is something that I don't think YouTube wants us creators to feel, but that's what it's coming off as. I feel like unless you are making them millions and millions of dollars, you just don't mean anything, and they'll just throw you around like pawns on a chessboard. So that is honestly how I feel about it. I'm not exactly pissed about it. I'm not freaking out. But it's like another notch on that belt of distrust. And I don't know how you guys feel about it. I'd like your comments down below. Even if you're just a viewer, this does, you know, affect you guys as well. Because if creators feel like they can't be themselves, then you're not going to be watching someone who's being genuine. And it may not even be their fault. So let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comments. And I want to talk to you guys about something that I want to do for next Chat Spat. So as some of you know, I kind of just sprung up the other day with a live stream on my channel. I didn't give you guys a lot of like beforehand knowing of it, just because I just wanted to fling it and see if I could do it. Alex she helped me with it, so thank you so much. And Liz, thank you so much. And we had a great time talking about affordable makeup, and then we ended up talking about some things off Reddit, and it was kind of like a little game that Alex is doing over on her channel a lot with her live streams of Drunk or Kid, where, you know, Liz reads a story and you have to determine whether this is a story from a drunk person or if this is a story from a kid. And it was a lot of fun, you guys. It is still on my channel if you guys want to check it out. I will leave it down below for you. It is pretty long, but we had a lot of fun, and the people that were there enjoyed it, and I am so what is happy? I am so happy and grateful for the people who did show up and did hang out with us, because that did go on pretty late, but it was so much fun. So on that live stream, we were talking about Chat Spat, and I was telling you guys about how my son had pooped in one of his chairs that lifts up, and he tried to hide it from me because we are in the middle of potty training. We actually have him potty trained now, which I'm so excited about. But in between that, he had pooped in one of his wooden chairs that folds up and tried to hide it from me, and I was talking about it, and one of the viewers said that we should do a Chat Spat where viewers kind of email me or message me stories of mommyhood. You know, stories like your craziest story of what you went through raising your children. Funny, hilarious, poop, vomit, you know, all the fun stories that us mothers go through when we're raising our children. And I really thought that that would be a lot of fun to do, at least for one Chat Spat. We can do it for a bunch of different topics if you guys really do enjoy that. So if you guys are up for that for next Chat Spat, please leave me a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know that that's something that you really want to do. I can come on camera. I will read your stories anonymously if that's what you want, but I can read your stories and we can just have a lot of fun and a lot of laughs. So let me know if that's something that you want to do, and if it is, just email me a story, get a hold of me anywhere, honestly, and I will leave my email down below for you guys, but you guys can get a hold of me privately on any platform of mine, and I of course will write you back as always. So that is everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about in this Chat Spat. Just a couple of updates, that whole ad-friendly thing. I don't know how I feel about it, but you know, in the general whole of it, it's just like, here we go again. But I will never change who I am, and I want you guys to know that whether I make money or not. To be honest, I do not make enough money from YouTube right now to even be hurt if they demonetized all of my videos. Like, okay, take away that 50 bucks. You're not really hurting me. I make more money off the sponsorships that I do. And since I am a genuine, honest person, especially with my sponsorships, I don't worry about it whatsoever. At the worst, if they demonetize all of my videos, you guys, for swearing, which I don't think that they will, I'll just have to do more sponsorships. And if you guys trust me, then we'll be okay, because, you know, it's not a big deal. It's never a big deal. I can always integrate them into videos where it's not just a sit down dedicated, here's the product, it's sponsored kind of video, and I can make it a lot of fun for us. So either way, I can do what I want, and it's not going to be a big deal. I won't be censored. I mean, I'm not a very vulgar person. I don't talk about a lot of things that are vulgar. I just swear. So if that is a problem for them, then I guess my channel just won't be monetized. No biggie. It's honestly really no biggie. I didn't even know I could make money until 3 months into doing YouTube videos, so it's not like I started this for the money. So let me know in the comments, you guys, if this whole like reading crazy mommy stories in the next Chat Spat is something that you guys really want to do. I of course will share one of my own, which is insane, and I have pictures of. You guys are really going to want to see it. It's kind of like a joined kind of girl talk story time, and I thought that I could include you guys as well in it, and we could just have a lot of laughs. So if that is something that you guys are interested in, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here and watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.